Hey fellow world dwellers, it's Angry Turtle and update 21 is here and we have a patch notes. Then let's take a closer look on them. They say we're releasing update 21 today, which includes the new Fortifying Atlas community challenges, the midweek seasonal event and our new event, a Colossal Problem, in the coming weeks. What is that? What they mean the coming weeks? Okay, let's read. This update also brings a number of additional improvements and bug fixes to Fallout 76, so be sure to read on to catch the patch notes. Highlights. Fortifying Atlas starting today. Join the community in delivering construction supplies to Atlas Observatory to help unlock events and new cosmetic rewards for everyone. A Colossal Problem. In the coming weeks, you will be able to team up with other dwellers to take on deadly beasts deep with Monongah Mine in this challenging new public event. Midweek. The biggest meat cook in all of Appalachia kicks off August 18 with the return of the midweek seasonal event. Okay, update versions and update size. It's like, as usually, surprisingly the smallest is for PC version on Steam. Don't know why, but Bethesda launcher needs like twice the size. Fortifying Atlas. Starting today, you can take part in Fortifying Atlas, a two-part community-wide effort to construct a prospective base of the Brotherhood of Steel. If the community successfully turns in enough supplies during the next few weeks, everyone will unlock events and new cosmetic rewards. A man named Russell Dorsey believes the Brotherhood of Steel are headed to Appalachia, and that Atlas Observatory in the Savage Divide will make a perfect makeshift HQ when they arrive. Russell is heading up supply gathering efforts. He will ask everyone to help deliver an abundance of raw materials to aid in fortifying Atlas over the next few weeks. If the community delivers enough scrap of each type in time, all players will earn in-game rewards including new Brotherhood of Steel themed cosmetics, a Purveyor super sale, a double score daily event, and more. Additionally, every time you contribute materials, you will receive Atlas Donors Provisions, which you can open from your inventory to receive goodies and a chance at rare plants. I hope it's a good chance and good plants. Fortifying Atlas will take place in two parts, Project Alpha, starting August 4, and Project Bravo, which starts on August 27. Each project has its own supply requirements, collection dates, and rewards. Read our recent article, catch all the scrap collection dates and rewards. Yeah, let's see what will be in those Atlas Donors Provisions. I hope something good, as it's basically everything it's looked like that patch 21 actually brings to us at this moment as of today. A Colossal Problem. Please note, that's terrifying. Like, okay, let's read it. Today's update brings the new public event, a Colossal Problem, to the game. However, we are still making some performance tweaks and doing additional testing before we enable the event. We are planning to make a Colossal Problem available with a follow-up update in the next couple of weeks. I'm terrified by that. Like, what do they mean? In the couple of weeks? It will be like next month, it'll be September. Does it mean that patch 22 will be delayed as well? It's look like. Because if there will be additional update like patch 21 and half, then patch 22 will be when? It's already delayed. This event is already delayed over a month. We are looking on another month of the delay. Like basically everything that's supposed to come with patch 20 is delayed by 2 months. Let's see if there will be any good news. Let's skip that, as I already made a guide for Colossal Problem and I basically cover all those information. Then let's skip it. It's not here anyway. And we have midweek returns. The midweek seasonal event is returning to Appalachia this month from August 18 till 24. If you haven't taken part in the past, midweek offers great opportunities to earn some legendary script, claim some loot, and join the community along with Graham, everyone's favorite super mutant, for a delicious meat cook. Midweek happens in two parts, and you can read below to learn the basics. And it looked like the same as last year. Primal Cuts. Graham only wants to provide top-notch fare during his meat cook. Join Primal Cuts events in different regions of Appalachia to take down prime beasts and gather some prime meat. Primal Cuts events begin every 15 minutes in 3 regions of Appalachia at once. Each features a different difficulty so that low, mid and high level characters can all participate. Kill the waves of prime beasts before the Primal Cuts timer expires and you will receive a few cuts of prime meat as a reward. Be sure to turn in your prime meat during Graham's Meat Cook events to claim some legendary script. Graham's Meat Cook. To celebrate Meat Week, Graham is hosting a meat cook for all his favorite humans every hour on the hour near Vault 76 in the forest. Help Graham complete a variety of activities like putting out fires, playing music, spinning meat speeds, cleaning up after Charlie, and more to help ensure his party is a hit. The more successful the meat cook, the higher your chances at better rewards from the event. We've also added a few new rewards this year, like plans to craft your own tenderizer, a new outfit, and more. Oh, finally there will be a plan for tenderizer. It were only mods before. I hope it means that we'll be able to get a legendary tenderizer from the purveyor. If that will be the case, then that's awesome. I want one already. I hope it's the case and it's not just the plan to have a plan and it will allow us to drop a legendary version. They do not say anything about it, but I hope it's the case. Design updates. And finally some good news. Ammo converter. Following community feedback, we've made several improvements to the ammo converter. We've added options to buy and sell 10 times and 100 times the normal amounts of ammo so that you can exchange larger stacks more quickly. Buying and selling has been incorporated directly into the terminal page for each ammo type, which means fewer screens to click through when exchanging your ammo. Awesome news! We've upped the maximum amount of ammo points you can store from 2000 to 100,000. That's great! Legendary loot. Daily quests and events have had their legendary loot rewards updated to include additional items, like the Fixer, Secret Service armor, and others, so long as you've learned the plans for them. Daily quests and events can drop actually gold bullion, stuff and other stuff, basically like a Mr. Pig at this moment. If it was replaced with like a Mr. Pig type of a reward, that will be amazing. I will definitely grind some and I will see how often I can get something really good. That's a good change, I appreciate that. Quest and events. An ounce of prevention. We simplified the collect blood samples, 0 out of 3, to only require a single blood sample from a feral ghoul. But this was too hard. This quest step frequently caused some confusion for new players and had a bug that could sometimes block progression. Oh, understand, if there was a bug, then that's a good change. This change should make an ounce of prevention a smoother experience for everyone. Signal strength. At the National Isolated Radio Array, we've removed the wave of difficult robots enemies that spawn and reduced the overall difficulty of enemies in the area. Signal strength could be difficult for new characters due to high-level enemies at the radio array. We've dropped the difficulty so that this part of the quest is easier to complete for lower-level characters. And we have bug fixes. Usually this part includes the most important informations. Let's see. Please note, with today's update we found that the Forager ally is not currently providing daily quests to players who have this ally in their camps. We did not have enough time to address this prior to releasing the patch, and we are working to address this issue as soon as possible. Yeah, one of the reasons I'm not using this ally. Okay, about bug fixes, let's see if there is something important. I will not read everything, there is too much stuff. Good thing they fixed the Screaming Eagle skin for the handmaid. Addressed an exploit allowing players to stack multiple traps. I was sure it was fixed in last patch, they fixed it again. Fixed an exploit related to scrapping Assaultron helmets. That wasn't really an exploit, they just allowed to multiply resources by scrapping those helmets with Super Duper. It was how Super Duper worked. But that's fixed. Oh, something with foundation. Fix an issue where foundation pieces could be built in invalid circumstances. Does it mean no more flying foundations? I don't know. Oh, that's a big one. Scrapping. Fix an issue that caused crafting to use junk items from the player's inventory and stash before using the available scrap. Crafting, building, and repairing now utilize the player's scrap and junk in the following order of priority. Scrap in the player's inventory, scrap in the stash, scrap in the followed first scrap box, junk in the player's inventory will be auto-scrapped, junk in the stash will be auto-scrapped. Finally, they fix it. If you don't know what the problem was, like let's say you wanted to save some piece of junk to display or to use it to complete some daily quest, and you decided to craft something. Let's say your junk item was containing acid. You decided to craft some gunpowder. What game was doing, in the first place, it used your junk item, even though you have like couple 100,000 of acid in your stash box. Then it was addressed, and finally it will use your scrap from the stash box and follows first scrap box before attempting to scrap any junk in your inventory or stash. That's a huge change, and finally it's done. Oh, another big one, challenges. Implemented an additional fix to address remaining edge cases where daily and weekly challenges could complete themselves automatically. Hopefully it's a comprehensive fix now and no one will have a problem with that. Oh, energy weapons. Address an issue that could prevent energy weapons like the Tesla rifle and flamer from damaging enemies under certain circumstances. Does it mean a damage bug? I don't know, they didn't specify what they mean by that, but we'll check it out. Lunchboxes. Using more than 4 lunchboxes now correctly refreshes the duration of the 100% experience buff. Finally, if you do not know, at this moment in the live version before update, using more than 4 lunchboxes were resetting your buff to 0%. And well, that was terrible. It looks that it was addressed in this patch. Secret Service Armor. Added plans to craft pocketed and deep pocketed mods for Secret Service Armor limbs. They can be purchased for 250 and 500 gold respectively from Rex in Vault 79. But what about ultralight? I like ultralight and it's no mention of that, just a deep pocketed. Maybe next patch then. Herbivore and carnivore. Fix a number of food benefits that were not being doubled correctly by the herbivore and carnivore mutations. If I understand it correctly, then it means that the double benefits that we get from the last patch are actually intentional, it's confirmed in here, and more were added. And we will check it out again. Hopefully I understand it correctly. Smiley now resets correctly every Monday, allowing players to purchase bullion from him every week. We're waiting a little bit for this fix, but finally it's here. Better late than never. Ward. We've instructed Ward to stay put in his trailer, so you should no longer spot him roaming Foundation. They did it last time, didn't it work? They try again in this patch. Let's see if this will work. A lot of performance and stability fixes. Finally, Adrenaline now applies its damage bonuses correctly after enemy kills. What basically means Adrenaline works again. Robotic Expert no longer prevents players from trading with vendor bots. I had no idea it's the case at all because no one is using Robotics Expert. Oh, Pip-Boy. The Collections tab in the Pip-Boy now correctly displays the player's current counts of caps, gold bullion, tadpole badges, etc. when first logging into the world. Finally, it was so annoying it was always showing 0 on everything. Oh, teams. Address an issue causing teams to automatically disband after a Nuclear Winter match. Not many people plays Nuclear Winter, but Mitzi really liked this mode and we play it, and this was one of the most annoying. And that's it for the patch notes. What I cannot see is the bug fix that's supposed to be implemented, what basically means no more auto health regeneration for blooded builds. If you do not know, then whoever had Speed Demon mutation and any buff to maximum HP whenever you were moving around, your health was automatically jumping back to your max HP buff, whatever was the highest buff. Like, let's say you had like well-fed, then it was 50, then it was keep jumping to 50. If you have like a food buff giving you 80 HP, then it was keep jumping up to 80 HP. It's no longer the case. If public test server is to tell us anything, it shouldn't be the case anymore. We'll check it in the live version. There is nothing about that in the patch notes, but it's quite common for Bethesda that the important changes are not listed. And yeah, guys, definitely let me know what you think. What do you think about those patch notes? I'm really disappointed that Colossal event is delayed. That's not something what I expected at all. And it is a working event. It's in the better condition than a lot of events that we already have in the game. And no one is removing them or doing anything because there are bugs. Then I don't understand this one. But yeah, time will tell us maybe what's the actual reason of delaying Colossal Problem. I'm really disappointed with this one. Anyway, as always, thank you a lot for watching and see you guys in the next one.